Happy Friday, Bears, and welcome back from Thanksgiving break.
Today we look at Macy's Thanksgiving Parade, box lacrosse, and the turkey trot.
Next Thursday morning, seniors present their capstone projects.
During this time, juniors are required to report to the Performing Arts Center for a junior capstone seminar.
This seminar for juniors offers an overview of the capstone course and allows students to see a capstone TED Talk.
Juniors whose last names begin with A through K are required to report by 8:05. Students whose last names begin with L through Z will report at 9.
Seniors taking capstone next semester are welcome to attend either seminar session.
This week, the school participated in a period of sustained silent reading after 5th period. Claire takes a look.
This is the second year Upper Arlington has implemented a period of sustained silent reading into our weekly school schedule. Mrs. Steele explains where the idea came from and what's new this year.
Well, it actually started with Mr. Tui last year, and just the idea that reading and getting off screens for a certain amount of time every day, there actually are studies that it's really good for your mind to have a break. Many students don't have books that they regularly read, so I put it out there to the teachers that I could create book bundles for them to have in their classroom during SSR, so that if a student didn't have a book, there would be a backup that they could read during that week.
Now students share what they've been reading this week.
I'm reading Strangers on a Train.
I'm reading Dreamland Burning.
I'm reading Of Mice and Men for SSR because that was the book that was assigned.
So the book I'm reading is by Chinua Achebe, Things Fall Apart.
My SSR book is Where the Crawdads Sing.
I'm reading a core of Thorns and Roses.
I'm reading It Starts With Us. I'm reading It Ends With Us.
I'm reading A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens.
Grapes of Wrath.
My book is The Marrow Thieves.
I am reading The Siege of Leningrad and The Symphony of the Dead.
I'm reading a Tupac biography.
I am reading Ugly Love.
Grapes of Wrath.
I've been reading Book Lovers for book club. Just Mercy.
My book is Me Before You.
I'm reading The Idiot.
This has been Claire Shetler reporting for the WARL. Currently, the New York Times bestseller list ranks It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover as #1 for fiction books, The Light We Carry by Michelle Obama as #1 for nonfiction books, and The Diary of a Wimpy Kid series by Jeff Kinney for best-selling children's series.
UA Rise students Alice Stanek and Peach Anderson stopped by the studio yesterday with holiday drinks offered by our student coffee shop along Golden Bear Boulevard.
My name's Alice Stanek, and this is Peach Anderson. And so UA Rise has their specials out, and this is a frosted gingerbread. It's just gingerbread with whipped cream and then little gingerbread guys on the top.
This is a vanilla peppermint mocha, and we have just a peppermint mocha.
UA Rise is donating $2 from every holiday drink purchase to Nationwide Children's Light Up the Lawn, Light Up a Life fundraiser.
Thank you, UA Rise, and now to sports with Kate and Lilia.
What's up, Bears? Girls basketball defeated Hilliard-Davidson 45-29, and the boys beat Granville 56-37 on Tuesday. They both take on Hilliard-Bradley tonight with the girls game at 6 p.m. and the boys at 7:30.
Boys hockey played in the 24th annual Chiller Thanksgiving Classic last weekend. They went 1-1, falling to Hilliard 5-1 and defeating St. Charles 3-2. Shout out to sophomore Jason Davis for scoring the winning goal. The Bears play St. Charles again tonight at 6 at the Ice House. Theme is Blackout.
Wrestling has their first home meet tonight against Dublin Scioto in Centerville at 6 p.m.
Boys lacrosse last year had a record of 23-1, winning states against Dublin Jerome 12-10. Lily Seltzer takes a look at the new lacrosse practice field at 2095 Park.
So we're at the 3132 Family Sports Court, which was built and by the city of Upper Arlington with the help of Upper Arlington Lacrosse and UALA fundraising. The 3132 is very special to our program. Represents 2 alumni that tragically got glioblastoma and lost their lives way too soon. Number 31 was Ned Smith. He was a captain for us back in 1999. I was fortunate enough to play with him. He was 2 years above me. And then number 32 was Kyle Vesper, who was a captain and 4-year varsity player in 07. He played with my little brother, so I got to coach him when I was an assistant. So I'm very close to both families. So it was pretty emotional first night. We threw the lights on and got to come out here. We raised almost $400,000 to build this. We're actually still in need of about $25,000. So if anyone wants to donate, they can Venmo us or send a check to UALA. And we donated the facility back to the community of Upper Arlington. We didn't want this to just be a lacrosse facility. It's for lacrosse, it's for roller hockey, it's for kids to come run around and play football. We take a lot of pride in the fact that we wear Upper Arlington on our uniforms and we represent the community. So giving this back to the community was what our intention was. Again, it's not just for lacrosse, but it's for anyone who wants to use an Upper Arlington.
So this box lacrosse facility is here for us to help us develop our stick skills and even just working on the off season for fall ball. It's really nice. We have lights. The court was done by the same people that helped construct the Blue Jacket Stadium.
OSU came probably 2 weeks ago and used it. I know for the guys it was super exciting because when we're playing box lacrosse, it's usually inside, but I mean, this is really the only one that's outside around Columbus. So it's just super cool, and especially being so close to home, it was fun to have.
This has been Lily Stelzer reporting for the WARL.
Girls lacrosse ended the season last year 22-1 with a hard-fought battle in states against New Albany. Girls lacrosse has liftings Mondays, Wednesdays at 4, and optional liftings Fridays right after school.
To learn more about girls lacrosse, there will be an informational meeting Monday, December 5th at 3:15 on the second floor mezzanine.
Now live on location with Kirsten.
I'm here with Mr. Potts near the Natatorium to take a look at the new mural being installed. So, can you talk about this mural and why it is being installed?
Well, we were just looking for a way to brighten up the entrance here to the aquatic center. So we're honoring diving, water polo, and swimming all on this mural, which really kind of brings the entrance to life.
I heard the installation caused the fire alarm to go off. Can you talk about the benefits of this new fire alarm system?
So unlike the old school, this building is completely sprinklered. And so while one of our maintenance techs was sanding the wall preparing for this installation, some of that dust got in the smoke detector. So it's a much more robust system here than the old school.
Will we be seeing any other new installations around the school this year?
It's our hope that we can add some more. We recently added one here at the erg room for the crew team. Down the choir hallway, we brought back all the pictures that were from the old musicals from the old building. We're looking at something on in the orchestra area as well to honor the past and the great history of orchestra here in the school. And then finally, down the backside of the athletic hallway, we'll be honoring the years of 1919 through 2020 of sports in that hallway.
Thank you, Mr. Potts. And now to community with Maxwell and PJ.
What's up, Bears? Welcome to Community. In Tremont Center, Littleton's Market is scheduled to open this spring. The new supermarket will include an outdoor pavilion that will offer fresh produce and beverages to shoppers.
This new addition was originally supposed to be finished by mid-December this year. However, due to supply chain issues, the opening day has been pushed back.
Construction on Fishinger Road is officially underway, with the first phase of construction stretching from Mount View to Tremont Road. The project is expected to take 2 years to complete.
This year was the 96th Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Marin gives us a closer look of the parade and festivities going on in New York City.
The holiday festivities are happening in full swing in New York City, with decorations found all over the city. Stores decorate their front window displays with different holiday scenes or with their new merchandise. The iconic tree in Rockefeller Center is up, and the tree lighting ceremony was last Wednesday, the 30th. However, the biggest event was last Thursday, the 24th, for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. The day before Thanksgiving, big crowds of people lined up to have an opportunity to walk by Central Park and see all the balloons close up while they were being inflated. This year's parade route was 2.5 miles long and included 16 character balloons, 28 floats, 12 marching bands, and numerous musical stars. There were 4 new balloons in the parade route this year, one being Stuart the Minion that was as tall as a 3-story building and as wide as 6 taxi cabs. The fantasy movie Slumberland was one of 5 new floats that were in the parade. According to CNN, 3 million people were expected to attend the parade. I talked to Andrew Stein, who attended the parade, to hear his thoughts about it.
We got there around like 6:30 because it was popping, and we had to like lay down kind of like a little like blanket type thing to keep the spot. The balloons were huge, but a lot of the floats were a little bit smaller than I thought. And there was a real cool Big Time Rush float. Pointed at him, pointed back at me. I was so hyped. Like the Macy's had like a heavy like holiday theme, and they had like some cool like specific Thanksgiving Day parade stuff, which was cool.
This has been Marin Stom reporting for the WARL.
Every year, viewers from home can tune in to watch the parade on Thanksgiving morning from 9 a.m. to noon on NBC.
Tonight is the annual UA Winter Festival and Tree Lighting Ceremony. Festivities are from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at the Mallway on Arlington Avenue.
There's ice sculpting, horse-drawn carriage rides, a bonfire with s'mores, and a visit from Santa and his reindeer. The tree will be lit at 7:30 p.m.
It's also the last weekend to rake leaves. The final street collection of leaves begins on Monday.
And now to live interview with Harry.
I'm here with UAHS Apple teacher and huge soccer fan, Ms. Fergus, who's here to talk about the World Cup. Ms. Fergus, do you think the USA can beat the Netherlands on Saturday?
Hi, Harry. Thanks for inviting me here, and shout out to my second period class that I abandoned. I would like to say the U.S. could beat the Netherlands because the Netherlands is getting a little older at the back line, but I don't know if we can score goals.
Who do you think's going to win the whole thing?
I hope Spain's going to win it, but if not them, then either Brazil or France probably.
Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi. He might play in the USA next year.
Thank you, and now to Claire and Eric with Maine.
The UA Fire Division is hosting their annual toy drive in 2 weeks. Saturday, December 10th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Toys for Tots are accepting new unwrapped toys that will be shared with families in need over the holiday season. Toys can be dropped off at the fire station.
Interested in being a UAHS leader? Ambassadors for Change is meeting on Mondays and Fridays in room 1103 during periods 4A and 4B. Speech and Debate is holding its weekly meeting after school on Monday in room 3404.
The annual Turkey Trot took place in Upper Arlington last Thursday. Kate Geog reports on that event.
The annual Turkey Trot took place on Thursday, November 24th. There was a total of 4,860 participants this year. The morning started with the Tot Trot beginning at 8:30 a.m., followed by the 2.6-mile and 5-mile races at 9 a.m. The race started on Lane Avenue and continued down through OSU campus. I spoke with a few UAHS students that ran the race.
I ran the Turkey Trot with my mom and dad. I ran the Turkey Trot with my friend Elise, and we felt really accomplished afterwards and made us feel like good.
I ran the Turkey Trot with all my siblings and Sophie K.
After the race, participants were awarded a medal and pie. This has been Kate Geog reporting for the WARL.
If you didn't get a chance to run it this year, there will be several other races that you can participate in over the next few months.
After school, the GSA is meeting in room 3404. For all interested artists, Art Club meets every Monday after school in the ceramics room, and Art Therapy Club meets Tuesdays after school in room W2304.
Bear Essentials is holding their community shop day on Thursday from 3:30 till 5. They also have all books required for language arts classes. All sales are final. Next week, we take a look at the Christmas in the Park and the diving team.
Thank you for tuning in, Bears. See you next Friday.
You wouldn't know something new. I'm saying, won't you come kick it with us. And we can learn about what's new in school and UA and Jennifer.